EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Ford Field. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Swift. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide. Nowhere to cut. Take him down for a loss.
Raymond going to return it. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Goff going to get this out to St. Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Williams in motion. He'll go play action with Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to take this all the way home. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's a give left side. This is Swift. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Duvernay with the grab. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Duvernay in motion. On 2nd down, it's Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On 1st down, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. Once again, it's Gibbs. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. The big tight end, Cole Komet, the intended receiver. And third down coming up. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. Open man, that's Duvernay. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Williams to the air once more. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
To throw it again, it's Williams. A quick slant into the hands of Odunze. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Moore going in motion. Throwing again, Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. He'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. He'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. Kicks off with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll push forward for about a yard. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down. Here's a 2nd and 9. Goff to throw. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Bears off to the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Here's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff to throw on 1st down. That's a short one caught by Laporta. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. To throw is Goff. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down. 2nd down and 8. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. He'll power it, push the pile forward. It's a gain of 2. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing, Goff. And that is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. He'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Moore going in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. Third and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the 1st down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Williams to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That'll be taken in by Moore. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Give up the middle with Swift. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Another run here, another run by Swift. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And now the decision has been made. The challenge flag is out. They want a review of the previous play. First and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They will run it over center with Swift. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Catch is made, that is Williams. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Goff to throw. That is hard. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Goff going to throw here on first and 10. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A second down throw for Goff. This one caught by Patrick. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Williams in motion. Here's Gibbs. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. One more time, they try Gibbs. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. A dive, and he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. His second touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll get this out to the left flat. Not able to stay in. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be a loss of a couple of yards on that one.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On second down, it's Williams. To the left side, he's got Komet. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He'll try to run for it. The Lions call their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Torrey Taylor now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Lions offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Goff. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Bears offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. Throwing, Goff. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. To throw is Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line. The visitors' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action here with Williams. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. On the handoff, it's Johnson. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Here's Swift. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll go again with Swift. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Williams to throw on second down. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Komet. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Bears first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
He's got the hook up there to Odunze. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
Really nice call there on 3rd and inches. You have the defense thinking run, and then you hit them with the short pass, and the yardage you get after that is just gravy. They turn this into a nice play, and they pick up a first down.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll run with Swift. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Here now, 2nd down and goal. One more time, they try Swift. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs. Now, after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down, you have no choice but to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can make a play through the air.
And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he's in. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bears go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He's going to air this one out. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Detroit.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Throwing here is Goff. He's got his tight end, that's Laporta. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Goff to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and long. Williams. We're trying to set up the screen here to Swift. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. A play fake. Now and this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. That's caught left side by Odunze. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The Bears send out their punt team. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Patrick motioning here. Goff to throw on 1st down. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. Now Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Here in the 4th quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the 4th quarter.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Got his man at the 6. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
To throw is Goff. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
A toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. He is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Receiver in motion. Going right. On 3rd down, it's Williams. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Second down and 3. On the give, here's Swift. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
They'll run with Johnson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. One more time with Johnson. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Roschon Johnson. Touchdown, Bears. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Williams on the return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
On 2nd down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Montez Sweat that time fights his way in to record the sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Bears offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Duvernay with the grab. And he'll be taken down at the 30.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where just everything aligns. It's the right play call, the right target, an accurate ball, and then a lot of room to run after the catch. So if they can continue to find these matchups and these holes in the secondary with this quarterback and this playmaker group, man, this is a tough offense to slow down.
On 1st down, it's Swift. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second down and 8. Moore going in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. They're going for it. Here's Williams. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he indeed picks up a Bears first down as the defense cannot come up with the big play there. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 2.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.